Hi guys, it's Mr. Baba here. This is a headphone review once again of one of my favorites, Creative AURVANA Live headphones. Actually these are made by Fostex, the same company that made the Denon D2000 and D5000 and D7000 models. And also they have lots of their own models. They are closed, but I'd prefer to call them semi-closed. They don't really isolate much. All in all, this is one of my favorites in the under $100 range. Cheap stuff can really be good, but usually the build quality shows you how much they cost. Just like with the AURVANA Lives. They feel kind of plasticky on your hand, and they're lightweight, and I bet they can't take a lot of beating. The cable is non-detachable, and unfortunately, but it's pretty okay for the price. Comfort. They're actually pretty comfortable on your head. There's very little pressure onto your head applied, but maybe the cups, they could be larger comfort-wise. Okay, sound quality. This is the headphone that for me has a good kind of a V-shaped sound signature. It's not overdone. There's a little bit more bass and a little bit more highs than the mids, but it's done just right for fun. Okay, the bass. I think for the price, maybe this could be found for $50 or something like that. It's just awesome. It's great. It reaches very low into the sub-regions and stays clean. And it has a good kind of slam and kick and punch and whatever you want to call it. It's actually pretty close to my Denon D2000, which are the larger model in the same kind of family of headphones. But the Denons maybe have even like a flabbier bass. They have this mid bass that's a bit too much sometimes for me. I also have the Fostex TH-X00 Purple Hearts, which are very close to the Denon D2000, but maybe with a little bit more mids. The mid-range. This is very crisp in the upper mids. There's a great attack in like a snare drum or crunch in the guitars, and the vocals are not like taking a back seat. They work very well. The highs. There's a little bit of a boost compared to the mid-range, in my opinion. These are bright, but they're not peaky or sibilant or shrill or ugly in the trebles. They're quite easy to listen to for a long period, and that's quite uncommon to find in cheap headphones especially. But there is a slight lack of air in the highest of highs, like the 10K region or so. They're actually quite open sounding, and they have a soundstage that's not really common for a closed pair, but as I said, these are not really all that closed. Amping. I don't think these really need an amp. They work just fine out of a phone or a media player or something like that, or your PC. In the end, these are just great headphones for rock and metal and hip hop especially. The kind of music that has a pumping bass and needs some kind of kick, and they don't the headphones don't need to be all that neutral. I wouldn't use this pair for mixing, because these are not neutral. These have the slightly fun kind of V-shaped sound signature. So there you have it. Conclusions. The Creative AURVANA Lives, or CAL, have been a favorite of mine for a long time, and for a very good reason. In my opinion, these are just a steal for the price. These achieve a fun sound, but they're not too colored. These are a very easy headphone to recommend for portable use and at home and basically anywhere, as long as you don't need a lot of isolation from the headphones. So yeah, that's it, and thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.